My son, my daughter, I ask you to pause for a moment and imagine the scene. Atop a hill, under a sky darkened by the weight of countless sins, a man, my beloved son, hangs by nails, blood dripping from his hands and feet. But even amidst the most terrible of pains, he speaks words of forgiveness. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. These words, laden with unimaginable love and mercy, have crossed centuries and reached you today. This moment wasn't just a singular act of compassion. It was an eternal invitation, a call for you, too, to embrace forgiveness in its truest and purest form. This gesture of supreme love reveals the depth of my desire for forgiveness and reconciliation for all my children. Forgiveness, dear one, is a celestial gift, a miracle that occurs in the heart, profoundly transforming both the forgiver and the forgiven. This act of grace transcends any human logic, for it is the beating heart of Christianity, the essence of my love for you. On the cross, my son not only exemplified forgiveness in its highest form, but also paved the way for your spiritual liberation. Through his ultimate sacrifice, he showed you that forgiveness is the key to freeing your heart from the chains of resentment, hatred, and pain. This act of forgiveness wasn't just a lesson to be admired, but a path to be followed. A path that leads to true freedom, inner peace, and the ability to love and be loved fully. Forgiveness is the most sublime act of love you can offer and receive, and it is the first step in your journey back to my loving embrace. My son, my daughter, there is a common misunderstanding about what forgiveness truly means. Many see forgiveness as a form of weakness or as conceding to what is unjust. But in truth, forgiveness is a manifestation of divine strength, a powerful decision to break free from the bonds of resentment and pain that imprison your heart. This act of release isn't a sign of weakness, but of immense courage and strength. For in choosing to forgive, you free yourself from the chains of the past, opening your heart to my love and grace, allowing them to flow freely in your life. Forgiveness is the cornerstone upon which you can build a healthy and fulfilling spiritual life, a life that reflects the true freedom I desire for you. It's a path to healing, a means through which you can experience the true peace and joy that come from an intimate relationship with me. Forgiving, however, is not a journey without difficulties. It's a battle against bitterness, resentment, and memories of injustices suffered. But remember the words of my son, I do not say to you up to 7 times, but up to 70 times 7. This teaching isn't meant to minimize your pain or to say that what you feel isn't valid, but rather to invite you to a continuous practice of forgiveness, to adopt forgiveness as a way of life. It reflects the infinite mercy and compassion I have for you and all my children. The act of forgiving is an act of deep love, a testimony to my grace working in your life, helping you overcome the wounds of the past and walk towards a future of hope and renewal. The true fruit of forgiveness is reconciliation. Forgiving doesn't simply mean forgetting past hurts, but striving to build bridges over the rifts of broken relationships. This path towards reconciliation may indeed be challenging, but it's filled with hope. By choosing to forgive, you open the doors to a new beginning, to the restoration of love and unity, allowing my divine light to illuminate the darkest shadows of your fragmented relationships. This journey towards forgiveness and reconciliation is a testament to my healing power at work in your life, transforming pain into joy, separation into communion. I am with you every step of this way, my son, my daughter, offering my strength, my peace, and my unconditional love to guide you through the challenges towards the fullness of a life marked by the grace of true forgiveness. My beloved, the tales of forgiveness and reconciliation that fill the pages of the Bible are more than mere accounts of the past. They are guiding stars on your spiritual journey. Think of Joseph, who even after being betrayed and sold by his own brothers, chose to forgive and embrace those who caused him pain. And of Jesus, my beloved Son, who even in the face of betrayal, opened his heart to forgive the betrayer, one of his closest. These examples transcend time and history, serving as beacons of light to guide you to the safe harbor of peace and reconciliation. Each act of forgiveness recounted is a demonstration of divine strength and grace, showing that even in the face of the greatest adversities and betrayals, it is possible to choose love, forgiveness, and reconciliation. These stories are an invitation for you to walk the same path, illuminating your life with the true peace that only comes from a forgiven and reconciled heart. When it comes to forgiveness, the first step is always an internal movement, a sincere look within yourself. It's acknowledging the pain that resides in your heart and bringing it before me in prayer. By seeking my wisdom and my strength, you will discover the capacity for forgiveness that I have already placed within you. Remember, forgiving is a choice you make every day, a step of faith towards healing and freedom. You are never alone on this journey. I am always by your side, offering my grace, my compassion, and my unconditional love to guide you from the darkness of hurt to the light of my love. This journey of forgiveness is one of the most beautiful expressions of faith and trust in me, proof that even in the deepest shadows, my light can shine through you, bringing healing and renewal. Now, I encourage you to take a courageous step towards forgiveness. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Sometimes a simple phone call, a letter written with love, or a silent prayer can be the beginning of a wonderful journey of healing and restoration. Don't wait for the other person to be ready to receive your forgiveness. Forgiveness is a precious gift you give to yourself, a release that frees your soul from the chains of the past and opens your heart to my love. By forgiving, you become a reflection of Christ, spreading His light in a world that so desperately needs hope and true love. Remember, each act of forgiveness is a step towards Christ-likeness, transforming not only your life, but also the world around you, one heart at a time. It is within your power to choose the path of forgiveness, and in doing so, discover the depth of my love and grace that transforms everything. My beloved, understand that forgiveness is a divine force that has the power to completely transform not only the heart of the forgiver, but also the world around them. When you choose to forgive, you initiate a wave of change, of healing, that has the potential to restore peace and weave the fabric of Christian love anew in our fragmented society. This act of love and mercy not only frees those who have been forgiven from the shackles of their faults, but also releases you from the bonds of resentment and pain. By forgiving, you open yourself to a journey of healing and spiritual renewal, drawing closer and closer to me and experiencing the depth of my mercy. Forgiveness is the path through which you can transcend human limitations and touch the sky with the hands of faith and hope, reconnecting with the essence of love that is the foundation of all that I am. Therefore, I invite you, with all the love of my heart, to embrace the transformative power of forgiveness. Be inspired by the supreme example of Christ who, in humanity's darkest hours, chose to forgive. This act of unconditional love is the model I offer you, a path of light and truth that you are invited to follow. By practicing forgiveness, you become a beacon of my mercy, a bearer of the transformative love that has the power to change the world. Do not underestimate the impact that a single forgiven heart can have. By forgiving, you not only transform your own life, but also sow the seeds of change in the world around you. One heart at a time, we can rebuild a world based on love, compassion, and mercy. My son, my daughter, this is the invitation I extend to you today. Come and join this divine movement of love, letting forgiveness shape your life and, through you, the whole world. My beloved son, my beloved daughter, I invite you to stay with me until the end of this sacred moment, for I have prepared a special blessing for you, a pouring out of love and grace that I long to share. If these words resonate in your heart, I ask you to join this family of faith by subscribing to the channel. Show your support and affection with a like, and share a bit of your journey in the comments. For by sharing your story, You encourage and illuminate the path of others. And do not keep this treasure just for yourself. Share this video so that more hearts can be touched by this message of love and hope. Now receive this blessing. May the peace of the Lord, which surpasses all understanding, guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. In this moment, I pour upon you a blessing of peace that calms storms, of love that fills emptiness, and of hope that illuminates the darkest paths. May this peace be like a river, flowing and renewing every area of your life, washing away pain and bringing new life where there was once desolation. I invoke upon you a blessing of strength and courage, so that amidst trials and challenges, you may stand firm, knowing that I am with you every step of the way, guiding and sustaining you. May this strength lift you above circumstances, allowing you to see beyond temporary clouds, to the bright horizon that I have prepared for you. I pour upon you a blessing of wisdom and discernment, so that in every decision you may hear my voice, following the path that will lead you to a life of fullness and purpose. May the light of my wisdom illuminate your thoughts, so that you may discern between wheat and chaff, choosing what truly enriches your soul. I grant you a blessing of joy, the true joy that comes from me, regardless of circumstances. May this joy be your strength and your song in the midst of the night, a constant reminder that no matter what you face, my joy will always be your source of strength and renewal. Finally, I bless you with my constant presence, a reminder that you are never alone. I am with you with every breath, in every challenge, and in every celebration. May this awareness of my presence envelop you like a mantle, bringing comfort, security, and deep peace, knowing that no matter what comes, I am always by your side. Receive these blessings with an open heart, my son, my daughter, and walk in the certainty of my infinite love for you, today and always.